ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New York Giants. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
I'm already upset. This is just one of them games.
Touchback is at Sales over the end line. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Touchdown, Washington. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Man.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
What the fuck is that?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. So
yo, Aaron, can you hear me?
Up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, this man Emil can hear me. You on here quick, ain't you? How you think we played today? Be honest, Emil.
Dixon, the punter, is on.
Probably was bugging. I almost turned the camera on. I'm glad I did.
And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they
had to get more rebounds.
What about rebounds?
And help more.
And stacked him up.
From the 17, Fitzpatrick, and he can't get away from the pressure.
I don't think we had a lot. We had 27 turnovers.
It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so.
Passing was not up.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington.
The dude I'm playing, he's not really playing for real.
There's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Imagine if you lose 3rd.
I know, but he told me he's like not caring. He's, hey, what's up, Emil? You trying to play me? What's up?
The Giants offense at the line.
Talking real crazy.
Next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game. Quick turnaround.
I mean, I can re-download on current.
Throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
What system do you even have?
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams are just
I'll bet my whole check.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
He's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
The first part that you asked about being left-handed, we've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes.
Lock up the door for me right now before I have to.
And make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. So problems with Aaron passing.
Those girls screaming was killing me.
No, it was funny.
Simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Fitzpatrick now. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Charles, Thursday night game.
Glad I ain't turned the camera on.
Say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I know what you were about to come out here.
You just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook.
I'll be doing my thing here.
Plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
So I'll be doing my thing here and there.
Coming off the last game.
I turned it on for the Super Bowl.
Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd down.
Squat strap.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll be on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On play action, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins.
Like that.
They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space.
Oh my God, he's dropping.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick.
Oh, he was open.
This is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays.
Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
I'm stuck on
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on.
This nigga did not just hurdle people.
Touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from the 20. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I don't even know I just chose.
Yeah, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly.
Bruh.
All the way down.
Who was that?
Trying to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it?
Because it was the easiest.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Oh, boy. Boy. I'm trying everything to not get upset. Oh, boy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is indeed good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. To Barkley on the check down. And they're well past.
See, what kills me is I know.
Too shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 120 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
To a fast pass outside complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
You almost killed me.
6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Barkley again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Gano the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Aziz Ojulari there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
He grabbed it.
Right about the 20.
Grabbed it too.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and 11 now. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
That's the thing. I know where it's going.
Look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually kick.
And he will take it.
That shit is annoying.
For a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he'll get about 3 here.
Yeah, they're not pulling fast enough.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me?
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
The fact that he was about to.
Excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Tagovailoa. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
On first down. Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively.
What are you doing?
Very short gain.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Why you looking away?
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Washington, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
Right. Man, you told me you didn't want to be with me no more.